Hello, welcome back once again. Today we're going to talk about integration, about integrating these new beliefs that we create for ourselves. And once you clear things away, you need to fill it up with what is your truth. So you decide what a truth is about yourself. Let me give you an example. I'll go back to early on in my journey when I went to a retreat, and it was a healing retreat, and there was a healing circle, and you sat in the middle in a chair, and then everyone offered healing to you. And many people were very psychic, and they would get messages for you. So then everyone would share what they saw and what they received. So for me, I saw, many people were telling me they saw the shell cracking open around my heart, and saw me emerging as my light body and different things like that. So for me, it was about heart opening. And I came away with that. That was the most important part of that retreat for me. And what I did was remind myself every day that my heart is open. My heart is open. I am love. And, whether I put my hands on my heart to say that or just say it, I reminded myself. And I started to believe it then, because you don't really, the problem is that we have these experiences, and then we go off into our normal life, and the program starts to run again. So you remember that you had that great experience, but you didn't really integrate it into your body. So you need to integrate it, because your program is integrated, and we need to let that go. So just take the time to receive what you receive. And when you have that aha moment, it doesn't have to be at a retreat. It could just be you have a realization about yourself. Make it important, and let it, and sit with it, and be at peace with it. To be quiet with it, to meditate with it, to create a mantra out of it, or a positive affirmation. You can write it down on a piece of paper or Post-it notes, and place them in a couple different places that remind you of what your new belief is for yourself. That I am love. I am worthy of love. I am statements are very powerful, and don't be afraid to use them. I am love. I am a healer. I am psychic. I am grace. I am divine. All these things, if you're feeling in lack of something, write the I am statement of the opposite and remind yourself that. And eventually it becomes integrated into your body, into your mind, and the patterns and the programs start to fade away. But it does take a little bit of effort. And here, you're talking to a person here that's not very disciplined. So I'll do something for a little while, and then I let it go by the wayside. But I learned to do this long enough that it benefit me, and then it would go by the wayside. But usually it was integrated in, so then I can move to the next thing. You release things in layers. So you may get the same concept again, but it'll just be deeper. And you release another layer of it, and then you replace that with another I am statement, or another positive affirmation, or you use the same one. And sometimes we make the change, and we integrate it, and we feel it, and then we slip back into the old patterns. But you just pull yourself back in. You remind yourself of your truth, and you just keep reminding yourself of that truth, and eventually it's integrated. Sometimes when we're working on something and you believe it now, you may be tested by it. You may see something in life that will show you where you gave yourself away, and then you retrieve it. But this time you see that situation and you don't actually give yourself away. And that's when you know that you've integrated it. So you see that situation again, and you're like, oh, it's not affecting me, and I'm not going there. Then you integrated it into your being. And each step, each thing that you release and shift into the truth, just helps you to rise up higher and higher, and feel more joy and more bliss, and be in more connection with your own divine soul within you. It's all within your heart chakra. So that's integration from my point of view. I love you and happy journeying. Thank you.